booked in to have a colonic, but I've got my period. I'm Lauren Vandermast with Refresh Health, and today I'm answering the question, can you have a colonic if you've got your period? Well, the short answer, and I don't want it to be a complete spoiler alert for the video, is yes, if you're using an open system, which is what I have. I'm not entirely sure about a closed system, and you'll understand when I explain what the rules are around having a colonic when you have your period, because that's really, really important that you hear me say those things. But if you're not sure what an open system colon hydrotherapy device is and you haven't been to my clinic, have a look around on my website. Under colonics, there's a picture of the device that I use, and I explain how it works, which will make all of this make sense. And more importantly, I'm also going to share with you why it's actually a good idea to have a colonic when you've got your period or just before your period starts. So the LIBBE is like a fancy reclined toilet, and if you have been here to see me and have a colonic, you know that as you release waste and water, it goes down into a well, which you could liken to a toilet bowl before it goes out into the sewer through the plumbing. And we all know that when you have your period, it is an absolute no-no to flush any of your sanitary items, whether it's pads or tampons, down the toilets, because it can block the plumbing. And the same holds true with the LIBBE. So all we ask if you have your period, obviously you're not going to have a pad on because you need to undress before you jump on there. But you do need to remove any tampons or menstrual cups, just because in the unlikely chance that they happen to fall out while you're having a colonic, I really don't want them clogging up my plumbing. That is a whole world of problems that I don't even want to know about. And if you're using a cup, you don't want to lose your cup down the drain. So that's all you need to know if you're going to have a colonic and you have your period. So let's talk about the benefits of actually having a colonic when you have your period. So when you're menstruating, that's already a time of releasing, and it's not uncommon for women who are having regular colonics, say once a month, to book in sort of that day before or around the start of their period. Why? Because they find that it helps to lessen period pain and all the sorts of cramping and unpleasant symptoms that we women experience when we get our period. The reason a colonic helps reduce these symptoms is because we're removing waste, accumulated waste, toxins, parasites, bad bacteria, and also a buildup of estrogen. So if we're not eliminating estrogen, which if you're already coming to see me, there's probably a chance that when you're not eliminating things as effectively as you could in the first place, we absorb them back in, just like accumulated toxins. Or if you've ever tried a detox and you've released all these toxins back into your system, and then all of a sudden you have migraines, you don't feel good, that's because you're not releasing them out of your colon and they're being reabsorbed. The same holds true for estrogen. So a colonic just before your period or the first day of your period can help to reduce period pain and all those other exciting symptoms you have. If you're watching this video and you don't come and see me, you're going somewhere else and using a closed system, that's where you have a larger tube that's inserted and the water comes in that way, but also the waste goes out through the tube as well. I don't know what the protocol is around if you're having colonic when you have your period. I clearly don't know, but the thoughts that come into my head are that if you have a tampon or a menstrual cup in, it's probably okay, but because you're adding so much water into your colon into that area, I'm not really sure. So it would be best to ask whoever your colon hydrotherapist is if that's the case. But if you're already regular with your colonics and you find that you do have a few period symptoms like period pain or headaches or anything like that, try it. Next time your period's due, book your monthly colon hydrotherapy session in around the start of your period and see if it makes a difference. I'm Lauren Vandermast with Refresh Health.